Hello,
I've always
everybody.
said flying is free. Open skies, endless possibilities. But to fully enjoy it, you need to be prepared. We're going to focus this lesson on navigation prep and procedures, the fundamentals of getting from point A to point B. Step 1, putting some distance between us and the ground.
All right, guys. We are going to take off now. I'm at the flight school. Okay. I've been taking my flight lessons, and this is, I think, part of the last lessons in the flying school. It's navigation. So this we are going to be flying aeroplanes. We're going to be exploring this game. We're going to have fun here. So yeah, lock in. It's part of the collection now. It's going to be part of the collection. So without doing so much of the talking, I think let's get some fire in the engine and we head for takeoff. And so you should know I'm a junior pilot, so it might get a little bit rough, yeah? So strap up. Yep, you need to strap up. Our takeoff speed is at 55 knots, I think there. Yep, let's go.
Alright, we're off. Now keep climbing around the airport until we reach 5,800 feet.
So the target altitude is 5,800 feet. And the altimeter is right in front of us. We're at 5,000, at 1,500 feet. We have to keep going. Engine power is at maximum. Yeah, holding this thing steady. It's kind of hard, but 5,800. Let me first try to use the trim, right? Okay. So it should keep balancing and going back up from there. Yep, so far so good. Maybe I should give it.
It goes without saying, but good navigation starts with a good departure prep. Let's set up the aircraft for the first leg of your trip.
Okay, set cruise altitude. Now we're going to have to reduce.
Attitude? Check. Now for your heading. When you need to set and maintain a heading, you want to rely on your heading indicator. Compasses are prone to errors, especially during turns or while accelerating or decelerating.
So,
Go ahead and position your plane above the airport.
so we're going to turn. Yeah, we're going to have to turn. Let's do this slowly. I think our speed is not bad. Of course, while turning, the nose dips down a little, but keeping it around 60, 65, 70 knots. That should be just fine. So yeah, there. We are losing altitude. frequency. I think I'm going to give it a little bit more of that trim. Just right there. Yeah. I need it to dance around 60 knots to 70 something. Okay. But our nose shouldn't dive so much. But we've lost altitude. We are no longer at 5,800. Yeah, let's keep it there. Pick up some altitude slowly.
Oh, one last bit of departure prep. We need to validate the time. That's a fancy way of saying start the clock.
Well started, ma'am. Well started. So we are heading to Moon's Park over there, which is about 9 nautical miles from here. Yeah, that's going to be some flying. Since we have our okay. Oh, what's happened? What's happened? Is that the effect of the wind? Yep, I've started the stopwatch, Richmond's Park Golf Club. Why didn't they check the box for start the navigation log stopwatch yet it's already started? I don't want to reset it and restart it because we'll do 1 minute.
On the nav log, you can see our next waypoint, Munns Park. It's at a 41-degree heading about 5 minutes away. Navigating is basically flying a given heading for a given amount of time. Sometimes you deviate, but if you track the time flow from your last known position, you'll always have at least a range for your current position.
It's called Man's Park, not Moon's Park. Okay. Lesson learned.
We all know speed can increase or decrease depending on the wind. That's why at your next waypoint you'll want to compare your estimated time en route with the actual time flown. Validate your estimate and your progress.
Okay. The total distance of this trip is about 21.01 nautical miles. Estimated time en route is 11 minutes 46 seconds. Now between our first point to Man's Park should take us 4 minutes and 57 seconds, which is 8.85 nautical miles. So right now we've flown for about 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So we are left with around 2 more minutes to get there, to cover the 5 nautical miles back. Shall we? Because I think we don't have max power. We are flying at cruise altitude, we don't have the maximum power, so we might not reach there necessarily at that time, unless we punch it. Yep, but now it's going to start climbing, right? I think I'll have to trim back a little. Let's watch how the plane behaves from around there. Wow, it went so high. That's so low. So let's see. Oh, wow, we are now at 26. We're at 600 feet above that, I believe. We're actually climbing. Though this is a hill, I think we're going to have to pick some more altitude so that we don't crash. Since it's a hill, we're going to have to pick some more altitude. We're over 6,000. We're very close to the ground. Not safe. Not safe at all. You see that? Alright. Let the trim get into work here. It's taken us over 5 minutes to get to this point, but I think it's because we started the flight at a lower speed. So maybe to the next destination, I'm going to just go full throttle. We are on full throttle right now, and we see how much time it will take us from Man's Park to the Flagstaff. I think that's where we are going to land. So we are 2 nautical miles now. It's 1 from this Man's Park. Okay, I feel like we're a bit low, but as per the standards, we are actually above the required altitude. Anyway.
Good. You made it to Munns Park. According to the nav log, we've got one more stop. Flagstaff Pulliam Airport. An easier way to navigate is to follow identifiable landmarks like highways. And it just so happens we have one below us.
So we're supposed to turn. Yep, we're supposed to turn. That's fast, guys. Let's get back inside and straighten things up. So that's where we are headed, but we're flying too high. We need to drop some altitude, I think. I think what we need to do, there's something I've figured out. There, let me leave it there. I think generally this area is the height of the ground above the mean sea level is high. That's why it's, the altimeter reading is saying 7. We're around 70,000. Okay, 70. Now it's going to 7,300 feet above that level. It's a mountainous area. So if you're above a hill, remember when we took off from the airport, we were told to go to 5,800 feet. We did that, but after like stabilizing the aeroplane, somehow we still had, altitude climbing. So it's still there, it's still climbing. I think I'm going to now let's keep it on full power till we reach. That's where we are heading. The highway we're supposed to focus on is the one on the left where there are cars moving. Now it's just trees and parks. I don't know. Yeah, let's get back inside. And actually deviated off course. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. That's the highway, so follow it. The airport is in that direction. I really want an outside view of the camera. Going off course again. Let's adjust a little. We're just 3 miles from there. We'll be there soon. As per their estimate, it's the flight between Mans Park and Flagstaff. It's supposed to take us 6 minutes and 49 seconds. We have about a whole minute and a distance of 2.7 nautical miles. So can we do that in a minute? Let's find out. As a trainee, I'll tell you the truth is that the hardest part of flying, which I believe you can guess, is the part for putting the pad down. You can't get anything wrong. You shouldn't get anything wrong because there are no second chances for that. Yeah, there are no second chances for that. And I mean, even in the training, I think our nose is going a bit too high. there are factors to that, so let me try to reduce battery there, around there. So let's see.
On Flagstaff Pulliam airspace. Next step is setting out to enter the traffic pattern.
There we'll now have to reduce
We've
the
got
speed.
clearance to enter the downwind leg and land on runway 21. Keep your attitude, then follow the standard pattern.
I don't need full power. Maybe I just have to do it myself. I need throttle at around 60. 60. Good. And then the rest are okay. Altitude is dropping. Our airport is on the left. You can see some light there. Okay. I believe that's where we're going to land. We have been we are over a minute late according to the estimated time. We are good.
Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce your power.
Yes, man. Altitude going down. As for the power, yep, reducing power, but I don't want to cut it off because normally I struggle. Is trim working or trim is not working? Alright, I think let me just hold it for now. Don't want to send us into stall early, so let's keep the speed. After we make the base turn, that's when I'll reduce most of my speed. But still, I'll not be cutting off the engine. Yeah, base turn. I don't believe I'm supposed to climb up to up there.
Power should be at idle now, so you're losing altitude while maintaining cruise attitude.
Final approach. I'm going to have to take this off. Whoa. Sorry for that. You know, we've actually lost a lot of altitude. Where's the airport? Let me get back power. Final turn. How did we lose speed that fast? We don't even see the airport from here.
Finally, a landing on runway 21, and we'll call this one done.
Okay. But honestly, I'm not going to approach an idle power because of the flaps. No. The flaps are... Well, now we can cut power. Okay. but our angle is not the best. Our angle is not the best. Our angle is not the best. Woo! Touchdown! That felt rough. Cut power completely. Let's fly brakes. Fly brakes. Release. We need a place to stop. Oh, I think we shall just land. Not told us to taxi.
Alright, successful VFR flight in the books. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Thanks, ma'am. Guys, I won't lie, that wasn't easy. Most especially the landing part. That was not easy. That was not easy. Alright, so hopefully soon I finish with the certificate and I'll be flying you guys out of here.